So today's video is going to be a bit unique. We are going to check RCB's chances of qualifying for the playoffs. And this is how the stats look at the moment. We have got 10 or 11 matches for the teams, and if we consider after RCB, the only team that has a chance is GT. So we are going to make sure it loses at least one of its matches, and that will allow us to give RCB the benefit of the doubt. Now, if we think about the matches that are left at the moment, only 18 remain, and I've done some statistics, and this would be the final analysis. Let's go over with the statistics first. So 18 matches to go. Punjab versus CSK, the match that is happening right now, and I believe CSK is probably going to win that one based on the stats that appear to be at the moment and how the stakes have been played thus far. And we are going to bet on CSK only. So CSK, if they win this match, it would be in RCB's favor. Then if we talk about the next match, LSG versus KKR, we are betting that KKR wins that one. But let's not go in this manner, otherwise you might get confused. So let's go back here. What we want to do right now is CSK should win the remaining 3 matches in order for them to gain that qualification criteria. I mean, they get qualified for the playoffs. So we are going to bet that RCB wins all the remaining matches, and if that is the case, let's come over here. In versus Punjab and RCB should be the winner. Punjab loses there. Then we come across this match, RCB versus DC. RCB should be the winner. And RCB versus CSK, RCB should be the winner. Okay. And if we talk about the current stats for RR and the way they have been playing so far, we want to make sure, since they have already in a way qualified, because if we are going to say that RCB is going to get qualified, then in that case 7 would be the criteria, and since they have already won 8, so we can say RR has already qualified for the playoffs. Similarly, KKR has already won 7, so we are going to say KKR has also cleared the playoffs. Now the fight that's going to happen would be between LSG and SRH, and here we are going to bet that LSG takes over ahead of SRH, because as you can see, the net run rate for LSG is slightly better, and RCB would be our 4th bet. Now let's go over the statistics to make sure that our favorite RCB wins over. I'm not saying it's my favorite, it's just that the chances of it to get qualified are on the lower side, and that's why we are doing the statistics. Okay, these statistics. Now if we talk about the next match, Mumbai Indians versus SRH, since Mumbai Indians is already out of contention, it has already lost 8 matches, so there's no way it can qualify anymore, not even mathematically. So we are going to say, let's say Mumbai Indians wins this one, right? Now, since we are betting that SRH loses its chance to get into the playoffs, so we would want Mumbai Indians to win here. And since RR is already there, it won't affect RCB's chances if RR keeps on winning. So we're going to say between DC and RR, let's say RR wins. And now if you see, DC is just above RCB, so we are going to make sure it loses at least 3 matches, that is the remaining ones. So if you can see over here, only 3 matches remain for DC, and we are going to bet hopefully DC loses all 3, and if they do, their chances of going into the playoffs would be ruined. But I'm not saying that it loses all 3. If it loses any 2 of these 3, then also RCB has a chance, because what we are trying to do over here mathematically is that the loss part should be more than 7. So 8 is what we are trying to achieve here. Okay, so here we are going to bet RR wins, so that would increase our chances. Now this will be the most crucial match. This is going to decide between SRH and LSG. So LSG should win this one. That is what our bet is. LSG wins the match between SRH and LSG. And Punjab and RCB, of course, RCB has to win this. There is no other way. GT between CSK, we don't care about that, as long as, because if you see over here, although I haven't added GT over here, but GT is just below RCB, and it is also at, I think it's at 7 right now, or 6. So we are going to make sure that GT loses at least 2 of its 3 matches. So here, I think it's at 7, so maybe it just needs to lose 1 of these. Okay, I'm not sure. Alright, so anyways, if we think about over here, we are not really concerned who wins, but we would say CSK would be the favorable one, because if we have to talk from the net run rate perspective, then GT can break RCB's contention chances if they somehow show some form, which they haven't so far. So we are not too concerned, and we are going to bet that CSK wins this one. But even if it loses by a marginal value, I think we should be okay. Now here we are, a slight correction here. GT is at 7, and even if GT wins all of the remaining matches, since its net run rate is pretty low, it's like minus 1 point something, and RCB is at 0.04 something, let's see, 0.04, yeah, 0.04. So we can probably say minus 0.04, so that's minus 1 something. So we can say let's allow GT to win all its remaining matches, because CSK can be a challenge for RCB. So we would recommend that CSK loses the matches. So we don't, it's not clear anymore. GT should win this. GT should win this. RR should win this between CSK and RR. And of course, RCB should win this, because they are the ones we are trying to win over to get into the playoffs. Yeah, that's the only correction I wanted to make. Going to bet Mumbai Indians wins this one, but if you see over here, we are Kolkata Knight Riders. Okay, so here, even if KKR wins, it won't really hurt RCB's chances, because KKR is going to be a part of playoffs as per our analysis here. Okay, but I'm saying Mumbai Indians wins this one, because right now Mumbai does not have a chance. So let's say it wins all of its matches, but it's not really important for us. Here, RR should win. Okay, we are going to bet that RR wins all their matches. That will increase their points to 24, which is probably the highest, I think, so far. So let's see if RR can do that. They have more than just a chance of doing it. Let's see, it's just about the moments. So RCB, hopefully they win another one. Here, GT versus KKR, we don't really care, but I would say if KKR wins, that will give us much more chances of RCB going into the playoffs. RR versus Punjab, RR should win this, because Punjab can break RR's chances if they somehow start winning a few matches. I think they are, if CSK wins here, which they would, I think they'll go at 7th. So 6-6, no, I think it's at 6. Okay, I should have marked them, but I didn't, because they were already below RCB. Anyways, now GT has to win this match, because we are betting against SRH. So SRH has to lose a few matches, because right now, if you see, it's at this is the final contention, 6-4. So we are trying to make sure it loses all of its remaining matches. So it's going to be tricky, but we are going to bet on SRH continuing its losing streak. It was a tight match the other day, but yes, we are hoping that SRH keeps on losing. Okay, Mumbai Indians versus LSG. We are going to bet LSG or Mumbai Indians, one of them wins, because LSG is already, we are thinking from this standpoint, it's already going to be in contention, it's going to be in the playoff. So we are not really concerned, but let's say Mumbai Indians wins this one. This RCB has to win. And SRH between Punjab, since we are betting that SRH loses all their matches, so Punjab has to win this one. And finally, RR versus KKR, not really concerned about it. It could be either. It won't really make a difference, okay, for us. Now, putting that into contention, the discussion that we did, this is how it would look like. If RR wins all their matches, they would be at 24. We can ignore the net run rates, because they are obviously going to change. We're not going to get bothered, because this video is focusing on the fact that if what will happen in scenario where RCB wins all their matches and the other teams, they go as per this timeline, and perhaps then RCB don't have to focus on the net run rate. It can be a tight thing as well. But yeah, this video is focused on that ground. In that case, KKR wins 8 and they'll get 16 points. LSG will be at 7. Even if it says 7 here, then also it won't really make a difference. Even if it's 8 here, it won't make a difference. So we are betting on RR being on the top, followed by KKR, followed by LSG, and then RCB. That is how we are going to bet our chances for RCB to get into the playoffs. I hope you like this video, and if you want to probably discuss on other chances for the other teams, maybe perhaps if you want me to do the analysis in another week or so, how SRH is looking and what their chances might be in getting into the playoffs if they keep on losing, I can do that as well, right? So let me know in the comment section if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you around in some other video. Take care. Bye bye.